Okay, here's another video on how I master my under eye. I have several depending on how much time you want to spend and how meticulous you want to be. So this one is probably the most labor intensive. It probably takes the most time, but it does give me like my favorite finish. So I've done this eye already, just step one. I've used my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Peach. You can see the difference, right? The dark is gone in this eye. I'm going to show you how. So this one I'm going to put a little bit of this orange. It's got a little brush. I'm going to put a little bit of this peach. This is in the color peach. They have darker colors if you have darker skin and you have darker under eye darkness. I'm just putting it though where I have darkness. Now all I've done to prep my under eye is when I wake up, I add my moisturizer, my eye cream, and then I have put a tiny bit of my e.l.f. Power Grip, just the tiniest amount, and tapped that under my eye. I let it set. Okay, here's what's next. Next, I'm going to just blend this, okay? Blend this. Blend, blend, blend. I'm just sort of tapping it in, keeping it where I placed it, just like this, okay? Use your finger to sort of warm it up and just make sure you don't have too much. And this should get rid of your dark really well. That's step one. Now, step two is I'm taking a small brush with my foundation colors, my face colors. You guys know I only wear this cream makeup. Now I'm going to tap over that orange to get rid of that peachy color with my face colors. I'm just using my face colors, nothing too bright, nothing too light. I have fine lines and wrinkles, and I'm just trying to sort of bring my under eye back up to the color of the rest of my face. Okay, everything is done. I finished my face. I put a little pink blush on my cheek. I just have the most beautiful glow. That's what this makeup gives you. If you're not wearing this makeup, what are you waiting for? 51 years old. Hello. But here's what we want to talk about, the under eye. So you can see there's nothing that's going to crease or cake, and my under eye is the same color as the rest of my face, not dark. But what if you want to brighten it up a little bit? Now's where you do that. So I'm taking, actually, this is a product I have found and I actually love. It is the Wet n Wild makeup stick. It says conceal in the middle. Now I only do this at the end because this will not get rid of darkness. You have to do these steps to get rid of the darkness. We're just going to lift the color a little bit. The color is 807, follow your bisque. Back to the small brush. This is gigantic. So we're going to pick up a little bit and we're just going to tap it in that inner corner. Take it up in that little nook right there where you have darkness. We're going to pat this out, so don't worry. Bring a little bit out here in the outer corner. That's going to give lift to your eye, okay? And then we're ever so lightly going to use our finger to just pat that out. But this is going to brighten a little bit. So do you see there's a subtle brightness now? Let me do the other eye. Okay, now what about powder? I am not a fan of powdering my whole face. I don't do it. But if there's a couple little places that you don't want to look shiny or glowy, here's what you're going to do. I don't care what powder you use, but man, I found this powder. I did not want to love it. It's by Fenty Beauty. It's not the cheapest, and I did want to love it, but I love it, okay? The color of this is 110, and I grabbed it because I've heard that there's a pressed powder with a subtle pink undertone. I know you can't tell by this, but it has a very slight pink undertone. And here's all I put on. It's pressed, okay? It's the finest milled powder I think I've ever felt. It just feels like nothing. I take a little on my fingers. This is all I do, guys. I'm not kidding. Because I have mature under eyes. You can't pack powder under there. It's just going to make your fine lines and wrinkles show up. So here we go. Start here. We're just going to press this powder. Go back and get a little more on another finger if you want to. This is just going to take care of that shine. It's going to set that under eye just a little, but you're just being very careful with this powder. Look at that. Is that not pretty? It's the pink, I think, and it's just how finely milled it is. Now, if you want a tiny bit more, maybe right here along your nose, you don't want shine. Shine be gone. But you're not packing tons of powder. How about there in the middle of your forehead? You want to take that shine down. Do you see how we're just being very purposeful in the places that we're getting rid of the shine. Maybe you want it on your chin. We've got so little powder on our face, but that's all we need. Guys, that's all we need. Don't go ham with the powder, and I promise you will stay loving this makeup. I still have that beautiful glow on my cheeks, but my under eye looks pretty darn good. And it's not going to crease, it's not going to settle in my fine lines because I have so little. So hopefully this tutorial helped. Like I said, this is the one that probably takes me the most time. It has the most steps, but I do feel like at the end of the day, it does give me the best under eye. So depending on how much time you have is what you can devote to it. Thank you for watching.